Hello, friends. Welcome again to another episode of Cardio with Carlos. Today, we're gonna talk about a very important topic, which is recovery in nutrition. I believe that recovery in nutrition is the most important part of your recovery, especially if you're coming out from an injury or you're just trying to improve your overall health. Today, we're gonna talk about some aspects that I have found on myself, that I have worked on me, and hopefully they got the same effect on you. So we're gonna erase this first. Sorry, this is from my previous class. Yeah. Alright. If you wanna donate me a better board, that'd be cool. That'd be cool too. Okay, done. Thanks. That's enough. This is as good as we're gonna do today. Anyway, so we're gonna start with explaining what happens to your muscle when you're working out. So this is your muscle when you're working out. It has fiber all over there. Imagine this is your bicep, right? This is your bicep. When you're working out, your muscle looks like this. The fibers break because that's why you're tearing your muscle apart. And this is what it looks like when you're resting. So, when you say that it's very important to minimize this as much as possible, this is what we gotta eliminate. This is what we don't like. But we have to do it because it's important for our minds and for our bodies to be active. With that being said, I'm gonna talk about how we should be eating. So how you should be eating after you work out or you go for a run and you do some kind of exercise. The answer is that might depend. I mean, it depends for everybody. But I'll tell you what I did, what helps me. So I don't really care what time I eat after a workout, as long as I eat throughout my 24 hours and I meet all my calories. So I'm about 180 pounds. So my bad. So I'm about 180 pounds. So I consume about 2,050 calories, like 2,500 calories. So about 2,500 calories a day. And this is how my plates look. So this is one meal, okay? One meal, I divide this into 3 portions. 3/3. So this is what I learned at University of North Carolina. So let me see. This is what I learned in University of North Carolina with my assigned nutritionist. So this is what it should look like. It should look like veggies, carbs, and protein. Now we're gonna talk about each section individually. So for veggies, I'm gonna add fruits here. So fruits and veggies, anything that you can see, like physically see, like an orange, strawberries, kale, carrots, avocados, that's where it should go right here. Now carbohydrates, I know that most people like to do whole grains, which is fine, you can. If you like white bread, you can have white bread. It's really not gonna kill you as long as you're following this diagram here for all your meal prepping. Protein, you can, very important about the protein. So you wanna be able to see, if you eat using animal protein, you wanna see the flesh of the actual animal itself. Try to stay away from ground beef or like ground turkey, where you cannot really see the flesh as much. But if you like to make a burger, that's totally fine. Yeah, that's totally fine. But I like to see the flesh. I like to see a big old piece of salmon on my hand, and all these should be the size of your own palm. I'm sure you guys kind of heard that before. This is the size of your own palm, the size of your own palm, the size of your own palm. If you eat 3 days a day, So all your meals should look like that. Now, I'm gonna talk about something very important that I just learned while I was doing my ACL recovery. So I gained a lot of weight and I didn't know why. And the problem is that I was eating too much. Not that I was getting a lot of calories, but I was eating too much throughout my day. So I'm gonna explain you what insulin resistance levels, what they look like and how to avoid them, okay? This I learned from Dr. Eric Berg, University of Michigan. Actually, Michigan State. Michigan State University. Okay, so he explained insulin levels like this. So this is your day. Okay, this is your entire day. I want to divide this. This is noon. For most people, that's 12 p.m. That's the middle of the day. So what most people do is they have breakfast around 8 o'clock and they have dinner around 9. Well, if you're European, you have dinner around 9. If you're American, probably have dinner around 6, 7. And all your meals look like this, like we remember. So what I did is to target all my insulin and make sure that my body was eating properly. I followed Dr. Berg's strategy, right? Well, it's not a strategy, just what I learned from him and all his research. So every time you eat, your insulin goes like this. Insulin is your fat burning hormone. So what does that mean? So if I keep eating, my insulin is gonna stay all time high. That means it's never getting time to compose all the nutrients that I took and turn them into sugar, and they use that as energy. However, when I eat, let's say, one time a day, I get all my calories in one day, in one setting. This is what's gonna happen. So this is your insulin. It's gonna spike at the time of your meal and then gradually come back down. During this time, yeah, I'm gonna put it in red. During this time, you're in fat burning mode. This is your fat burning mode. When you eat, you are regenerating nutrients for the body, and the body is doing its best thing possible to transform it into energy. So, personally, what I do is I consume all of my calories in 2 settings. So, this is what it looks like. So, I skip breakfast and I start my meals after 12:30. So I eat right here, and I eat again around 5 o'clock or 6. It's twice in a day. This is what's happening on my daily ketosis metabolism. So burning, spikes, comes down. It might take a while to come down, yeah. And then I'm burning again. Eat again, I eat one more time. And then my insulin levels go back down and I'm burning fat for this entire time of my day. Now you can work out here, you can work out here, you can work out here, you can even work out here. It doesn't really matter what time you work out or do your exercise. With that being said, now I'm gonna talk about the do's and don'ts of what to eat or not to eat. Again, this is things that I found beneficial for myself. Yeah. So we're gonna start with the do's. No, we're not do do's with the. We're gonna do it with green. Not green. Do's. I mean, it's got do's. Again, this is stuff that I have found that works for me. What you think might work for you, you should definitely do that for sure. But this is some guidelines of what I use on my everyday basis. So the things that I do eat or drink are black coffee. I'll come back to the black coffee in a bit. Tea, I drink tea. Lemon juice. I don't drink lemon juice all the time. I just saying that lemon juice is totally fine for me to take in my body. This is what it means. I use hot sauce, mustard, seasoning. I use all kinds of seasoning. This is great for you. Honey. Now I like to get my honey local because then I become immune to all the pollen and bacteria that's around my area. So I know some people don't like black coffee. I generally don't care. I can eat it either way, but sometimes I add my coffee. Honey with black coffee is fantastic. Another thing that I do eat is cinnamon and unsweet tea. Again, these is do's. These are totally fine. These are green flags for me, and those are the things that I like to eat, and I like to maintain, keep it consistent in my body. Now we're gonna do the don'ts. The don'ts is a lot longer, by the way. Don'ts. Stop going to Starbucks. Actually, go to Starbucks if you want, but ignore sugary syrup coffee. You don't need any sugar in your system, any added sugar, any artificial sugar. If actually, I'm gonna do another video, and I'm gonna show you what happens if you take 2 whole weeks without sugar, and you're gonna be surprised what it does to your skin. Next thing will be sugary sodas like Coke, Pepsi, sodas, or pops if you're from the Northwest. Soda water is fine. It's just water, carbonated water. You can have some Pellegrino. I have it all the time, honestly. Another thing, the most important thing that you need to avoid is this. This is the hack to life. You're gonna be so much happier. You're gonna make a lot better connections with people. You're gonna feel better about yourself. If people give you a horrible look just because you don't partake in activities that they know is bad for them, then you probably shouldn't be around those type of people anyways. So this is the hack to life. Trust me. Ketchup. Stay away from ketchup. Yeah. Barbecue sauce has a lot of sugar. These things have a lot of sugar. You might think, oh, I didn't have sugar today. Yeah, but you ate barbecue ribs that your Uncle Jerry made, and that's a ton of sugar. Anyways, mayo. Okay, for the mayo industry, I'm not coming at you, but if you are made out of eggs, you're cooked, and do not need refrigeration after a while, I don't really trust you. Next thing is ranch. Stay away from that. Blue cheese. Of course, sweet tea. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this one, but milk is one of them. And all kinds of sports drinks. I know I'm not gonna say any brand name, but they try to feed you this idea that sports drinks are gonna help you perform better. It really doesn't. All you need is water, proper nutrition, and good sleep, honestly. So we're gonna say not to sports drinks. Again, this is stuff that I have found on my own. They work for me, and I am very proud of my results off of them. Of course, this is a guide of what you could follow, and of course you can make it your own, and hope you like it. So yes, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to share how what kind of nutrition plan I'm invested in. Currently I'm not invested in any nutritional plans. I just have the basics of what I really like, and I have noticed they worked in the past, and that's what I implement every day. Again, these are recommendations from me to you if you like to use them, and if you think they're good, you use them for a while. Let us know if you start implementing anything that I have taught you today, and let us know in the comments how your journey is going, of course. And of course, if you like this video, give it a like. I'll see you next week, and we'll talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. I know I want to talk about sleep and what happens to your body when you sleep. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you into the next one. Before I forget, I'm adding a link to Dr. Berg's videos about insulin levels on the description. So if you want to learn more about that and learn more about what I have learned from Dr. Berg, just give it a click and check him out too. Thanks.